As we tuck our children in at night, we believe that they will be safe and sound in their beds until morning. But what if something was lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike? In this chilling tale, a father's routine goodnight kiss to his son turns into a terrifying encounter that will leave you questioning what's really under the bed. Get ready to feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand up as we delve into the unknown, and discover the horrors that can lurk within the confines of our own homes. Welcome to Eerie Encounters and Hauntings, where we bring you the most spine-tingling and bone-chilling stories of the supernatural. Our goal is to keep you on the edge of your seat with tales of ghostly encounters, unexplained events, and eerie happenings. Each story we share is based on real-life experiences and is sure to leave you wondering about what lurks in the shadows. So sit back, turn off the lights, and get ready to be transported into the world of the paranormal. Our next story will take you on a chilling journey. This is entitled The Grinning Boy in the Shadows. A father's simple routine of saying good night to his 7-year-old son turns into a terrifying encounter that will haunt him for the rest of his life. The boy's unusual behavior gave him an eerie feeling, but he couldn't quite put his finger on what was wrong. It wasn't until his son asked him to check under the bed for monsters that his world turned upside down. As he bent down to look under the bed, the father realized that his son was not alone in the room. A cold sweat broke out on his forehead as he saw a figure sitting on the bed, grinning at him with malevolent intent. His heart raced as he struggled to comprehend what was happening. The boy, still hidden under the bed, whispered to his father that someone was on the bed with him. The father's eyes darted back to the bed, but the figure was no longer there. Panic set in as he realized that he had made a grave mistake by not checking the room thoroughly before saying goodnight to his son. As the night wore on, the father could not shake off the feeling that he was being watched. Every creak and groan in the house made him jump, and every shadow seemed to move. He tried to brush it off, thinking it was just his imagination, but he couldn't ignore the unease that had settled in his stomach. Days turned into weeks, and the father's anxiety grew with each passing day. He couldn't sleep, he couldn't eat, and he couldn't shake the feeling that he was being followed. His once happy-go-lucky demeanor had been replaced by a somber and fearful disposition. One night, as he lay in bed, he heard a sound that made his blood run cold. It was a soft whisper, but it was unmistakable. The voice of a child saying, "Good night, Daddy." He knew then that he was not alone in the room. He could feel the presence of something sinister lurking in the shadows. The father's mind raced as he tried to come up with a plan to escape the room. He knew that he had to get out before it was too late. Slowly, he inched his way to the edge of the bed, his heart pounding in his chest. With one swift movement, he leaped out of bed and ran to the door. As he turned the handle, he felt a hand on his shoulder. He spun around to face his attacker, but there was no one there. He could see his breath in the cold air, and he knew that he had to leave the house before it was too late. The father's experience with the malevolent entity had left him scarred for life. He learned the hard way that sometimes, the scariest monsters are the ones that we can't see. He hoped that by sharing his story, he could warn others to always be vigilant and never let their guard down. As we come to the end of this bone-chilling tale, we can only imagine what it must have felt like to be in that father's shoes, faced with the terrifying realization that his son was not alone in that room. The fear and uncertainty must have been overwhelming, and it's a wonder that he was able to keep his cool long enough to investigate the situation. But that's the kind of story you can expect to hear on Eerie Encounters and Hauntings, where we delve into the world of the paranormal and explore the unexplainable. If you've enjoyed this tale, be sure to like, subscribe, and share our channel with your friends and family. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified of our next video, where we'll once again venture into the unknown and uncover the mysteries that lie just beyond our comprehension. Until next time, stay spooky.